Oh yeah, that's right. A faction that was originally teased almost 2 years ago and then originally set to release in 2021 has finally been added to Squad. The US Marines. I'm gonna go through both changes and additions made with Squad 3.0 to show you what some of these will look like in game. So sit back, relax, and break out your 8-pack of crayons and Elmer's glue, cause we're about to jump right into it. So while the main feature that everyone is excited about, the US Marines, has been added, the amphibious changes made to Squad apply to not only the US Marines, but every other faction in the game to varying capacity. Most factions will have at least one vehicle that has amphibious capabilities. The Marines get the new AAVP 7A1 APC and logistics vehicle, as well as the new LAV-25. The Russians have the BTR-80 and 82A, the BMP-2, and the BRDM. The Insurgents have the BMP-1, MTLB, and BRDM, while the irregular militia have all of that as well as the BTR-80. The Aussies only get the ASLAV, while the British get nothing. A little ironic considering they live on an island completely surrounded by water. There was one faction that was a little hidden in the patch notes, and it was the Canadians, who get the new Coyote APC. The Coyote is just a reskinned LAV-25 and has the same amphibious capabilities that the Marines get with their LAV-25. The Marines will also get a new Humvee and Humvee variants. If you want to act like a true Marine, you can rip off your doors for easy access while you drift around the battlefield like a total badass. Another vehicle that was added is the new RIB, or Tactical Dinghy. This vehicle is seen in the new USS Essex training map as well as on certain amphibious invasion layers. It comes in several variants, such as Transport, Logistics, M2 and M240 machine gun variants. Now, for all you heli pilots out there, don't worry, OWI hasn't forgotten about you guys too. There's also a new heli available, and it has a small spotting camera that can be operated by the co-pilot. So now pilots can feel at peace knowing they got their own little Wheatley on the front of their helis to spot for them. Now that we've gone through all the vehicles that were added in 3.0, let's go ahead and talk about the guns. The Marines get access to a few weapons, as well as weapon variants. You still get your basic M4 that the US Army gets, but the Marines also get the M16A4 and M27 IAR as well. These weapons can come with their standard irons and carry handle, or they can also be equipped with the new SDO ACOG as well. If you've used the M150 ACOG that the US Army gets, the SDO will look and feel very similar. The Grenadier will get the M16A4 with the standard M203 40 mic grenade launcher. This will get the same 10 frags that the US Army gets, as well as the same red, white, and blue smokes. Now, for all you marksmen who skipped to this point in the video, you guys will be able to get your hands on the new M38 DMR. This weapon, unlike the M110 that the US Army gets, is chambered in 5.56 NATO. This reduces the recoil by a noticeable amount and makes the M38 a lot more controllable from the shoulder in comparison to the M110. One weapon that is definitely not controllable from the shoulder is the machine gunner's new M240G. This weapon has a substantial amount of rise that is going to make it difficult to control, even with the bipod deployed. If you want something that can put down a bit more accurate fire, there's also the M249 SAW available with the automatic rifleman kit as well. There's nothing new with the light kits. They will both get their AT4 in law, but the hat will have access to, not the Javelin, but the SMA instead. The SMA comes with dual-purpose HE as well as tandem AT. Along with that, SMA also has a unique spotting rifle attached that fires a tracer round that allows you to range your HE or tandem before you fire. Unfortunately, there's nothing new for the combat engineer. They still get the same standard C4 and mines that the US Army has. On that note, let's finish up by talking about the new map, the Black Coast. The Black Coast is a map designed to showcase the new amphibious vehicles, and as such has a decent amount of water for you to maneuver in and around. Although much of the map doesn't take advantage of the amphibious vehicles at all, the map is designed like most other Eastern European maps in Squad, like Gordak and Yeharivka. Although one of the POIs, the Subpens, is only available on ASV V1 and Seed V1 layers due to performance issues. While OWI said they're going to work to fix these performance issues and add the POI to all layers, time will only tell when such a patch will be released. Regardless, the Black Coast will make a welcome addition to Squad's array of maps, and I look forward to playing the map in the future. Various bug fixes have also been made to Squad 3.0, but for every bug that's fixed, a new one pops up, and this one is seriously game-breaking. During the development of Squad 3.0, a rogue dev at OWI went ahead and stole every Australian soldier's contact lenses. Now when using the EF88 with the Spectre optic, instead of seeing a crisp, clear reticle, you'll be seeing through the eyes of a 90-year-old man with cataracts instead. I expect this to be updated with the post-update patch, but I would steer clear of the Australian faction in the meantime. If you notice any more bugs with Squad 3.0, I will leave a link to the Squad forum where you can report the bug in the description below. Hopefully I've gone through and filled you all in on the various updates made to Squad. If you want to look at the full patch notes for yourself, those will also be linked in the description below. If you think I did a good job, you can go ahead and like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you'd like to hear more of my voice, and ring that bell to turn on notifications. Otherwise, I'll see you on the battlefield.